Hey folks, Peter here. Today we're going to be working on a Papercraft kit. As you can see in front of me here, we have the Thundremoar Mutant Death Truck with the driver Ripjaw. This is made by a buddy named Thomas Knoppers. He has his own little logo up here that says Toppy Noppy. And this vehicle is featured in the game Mutant Gangland. 32-bit graphics, I'm pretty excited about that. Skill level of 1, so pretty simple stuff. 6 pieces, no knife, or no cutting rather, and some glue. The glue I'll be using today is the Scotch Clear glue. Just picked this up the other day. Supposed to be pretty good for paper and craft projects. So this should work really well. I also have some paper towels just in case I mess up with this. But I think we should be alright. Now the first thing I want to note about this is a flat package. But if you flip it over here, it still is designed like this was a box that you'd find a model kit in. So we're going to go ahead and open this up and see what's inside. Put it together. I think all we have to do is just peel this glue off. I don't want to damage the packaging too much, honestly. There's some pretty stiff glue back here. There we go. Oh my gosh. There's still more stuff in there. Oh, we even have a manual. Okay, so that is everything that is in the packaging there. That's really sick. I wanted to save this for, I don't know, maybe like a picture frame or something. We'll see. We'll set this aside for now though. So in here we have the manual. There's a web address for his Etsy site. Etsy. Get his Etsy site right there, toppynoppy.etsy.com. So let's go ahead and just kind of flip through here. Where hides the Thundremoar? Oh, there's like a little map in here and everything. What? Oh my gosh. There's lore in here. There's a page of lore in here. It's like a little diary entry. That's so cool. I didn't know this was going to be in here. Oh my gosh. This is nuts. Tattoos. Okay, so so the instruction, the extreme manual is several pages of just little info and stuff. I'll have to read through this off camera. But that is very well put together. There's the driver there. And then the actual instructions are on the last page here. So that is what's in the manual. Let's put that aside for now. We have this sick piece of art right here we can stick on the wall as well. A little crinkle in the corner there, being a flat pack. You know, just damage from overseas in shipping. That's fine though. It's just in the corner. This whole thing is still perfectly smooth. That looks really sick. We have, is this a sticker? Oh my gosh, we have a sticker too. So we have the killer body, and very cleverly, Toppy Noppy 2017 right there. So this all pops out, we don't have to cut anything, and then we, I see some lines that we have to fold on, and sticking that together. Here's the driver, little one piece. Thunder tracks, so this looks like some sort of tire, maybe for the side there. Thick paper too, if I might add. We have the murder paws here. And the extreme mohawk. So that looks like it's the eyes there from the picture. You guys can see right there. Here's the other tracks. Right there, thunder tracks. All of this here. and the Mutant Gangland logo. All right. Some paper glue, patience, no knife or scissors needed. Don't worry about rough edges when taking out the shapes. All these edges will be tucked away later. So we take our sheet here, pop it out of the paper, fold our tabs, put it all together, glue those tabs and kind of, you know, tuck it in there. There you go, make your box. The killer body has 4 of these little slots. They will help you find the right place for the tracks and paws. So this all seems pretty easy to put together, so let's go ahead and set these instructions aside and get started. Alright, I think I want to start with the body first. Biggest piece, might as well get that out of the way, huh? So it looks like all we have to do here is just kind of go along these edges here, and it's kind of coming out by itself, but there's just like little notches that are still connected here. I don't know if you can fully see that or not. Just one little piece right in there. It's almost like a punch out piece, but trying to be as delicate with it as I can. There we go. So there's our body. We can set this aside. I always like to hold on to stuff like that for whatever reason. Okay, so we have all sorts of folds here that we can do. Yeah, and this paper being this thick kind of really helps, and I'm glad that there's little fold lines on it too already. And I will say this is my first time ever putting together a Papercraft. So this should be pretty fun. Here we can also use the table to kind of help us. Nice and flat and even there. Okay, I kind of already see how this is going to shape up here. So, looks like this will be going kind of, maybe, sort of, just like that. So now we got to get some glue here. But first, I want to get all these little slots in here. And I think I'm supposed to take those out. And those just kind of pop out pretty easily. So we're just going to push that in right there. And there we go. Just looks like there's 2 more there. And then these are just fully cut, so these pop out pretty easily. I'm trying to be really gentle with them though. There we go, all 4 of those done. And let's go ahead and get our gluing on here, huh? I don't know exactly how I want to do this. I think I want to do this square and this square here. Get those folded up and then work our way across. So that toppy noppy there will actually be right on the bottom. So you won't see it, but you can go always flash it. That's actually pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and put just a couple drops right on here near to the smaller edge, which will be more inside. And let's see how this works. I've never used this glue before, so hopefully it works all right. But we will just get nice little drop there. So we've got a little bit of glue there. Should be able to just kind of hold this roughly in place there. Like I said, I'm just trying to use just a little bit of glue. This stuff is meant for paper, so I think we're going to be all right there. Decently quick set. Nice edge right there, nice and straight. I might be a natural at this stuff. I didn't get it all the way to the edge. Like I said, I didn't want it seeping out towards the outside. Did seep out towards the inside there a little bit, but that's fine with me. So what I think I'll do on this one is get that line closer to the middle here. Doesn't take that much either, which I'm really glad about. And now I just got to make sure I get it lined up where I want it, where I need it. And just hold it there for a little bit. I don't know if there's a proper way to be clamping this down or if literally just using your fingers is the best method here. But we're trying to get it nice and neat because I really want to do well on this. I'm going to be taking some nice pictures with my camera afterwards. And don't want it looking sloppy, you know what I mean? This is my first Papercraft project. And it's you know, a bit of a collector's item, I guess. So there we go, we got that one done nice and smooth. And let's just keep working our way around. And we'll get this one probably last. Maybe. Okay, we're gonna do this side next, actually. I know I said I wanted to get this bottom part on first, but yeah, I think we need to get that other side on first. Yeah, let's get that on there. I have no idea if I'm doing this properly or not, but so far it seems to be going okay. Another little bit of that glue right here. And I'm just trying to get the thinnest amount possible on here. It seems to be sticking pretty decent on there. Just get it on there real thin. And line up my corners. And then just kind of press it a little bit and hold it right where it needs to be. There we go, that quick. Now the edges aren't fully pressed down as I'd like them to, but I would rather have that instead of glue seeping out the sides that I'd have to scramble to wipe off and make sure that it looks clean and neat. So I think I'm doing okay. A little bit of glue on the back end here too. And now I'm starting to do 2 strips because it seems like it's working out really well. 2 strips versus like 1 beaded row. It's really hard to get in here. Corner still looks pretty good there. And now the tricky one is going to be to get all of these in here and not pushed in. Like you see how this corner kind of dropped in there? I don't want that at all. So we have to be really gentle, and I think we should be all right. So now I'm gonna have to glue all 3 of these sides at once and get it into place best I can. I'm liking how this is coming together so far, though. It's not too bad. Here we go. This is the one that makes or breaks it, you know what I mean? So we're just putting thin glue on there. There we go. Hey, what if I do it like this? Oh, maybe that was the key right there. Using the table as an extra hand. There we go. That is our body assembled there. Nice and even. Sits flat. There we go. So now I have to repeat that process with the front paws, the back tracks, and the helmet here. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I have no idea where the head goes. I think it just goes on the top. Yeah, I think we just put it in this area here, right up in here. But that already looks sick. So yeah, let's keep going. I would like to say this is actually a pretty simple project. I thought this was going to be maybe just a little bit tougher than it is. But I only have one piece done so far, so I shouldn't get ahead of myself. But I think we are doing just fine. Just fold and glue and put together. Well, for this one, I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to close the box up first, and then I'll put the ends together. And I think we should be all right there. And what I'll do is I'll do one of these tracks, one of the paws, and then I'll just skip filming the other two, because it'll literally just be the same thing twice. And we'll get this all together. So here we go. Just want to make sure I get it nice and pressed down all the way across. I'm sure there's some sort of tools you can use to help you do this a little bit easier, but this really isn't that bad. Just making sure I get that down nice and even. And I don't know if there's other glue that you can be using that would work better or not. But I think we're going to be okay. So now all we're going to do is glue up these three sides, press it down, and these should actually be really simple to do. Which side did I glue? This one right there. So as you can see again, I kind of missed right up in here. And if I really wanted to, I could take, I don't know, like a pin or a toothpick or something and try to fit in there with it. But this is also on the back. This is how you'll be seeing it. So this corner back here isn't really going to be as obvious. I'll do that at the end. So here we go. Gonna try to get glue all three of these here, and then all we got to do is just push it down and then just, you know, kind of line it up like that. Nothing to it. Here we go, glue all three of those sides, and literally all I'm going to do is just push that down. Wiggle it back and forth just a little bit to kind of spread that glue out. Nope, I had some on my finger. The glue wipes off of here really well. Which I think is kind of handy. Again, I don't think I got enough glue on the corners, but should be all right. Is that side done? Yeah, you can see the edges are up just a little teeny bit. I'm not looking for absolute perfection here. I just want it to look really nice. And then I'll be happy. Okay, so on this one, we're going to try to get glue all the way in the corners here and on the edge best we can without getting too crazy here. I've got no explicit perfect method on this, but it's working. There we go. That's probably the most glue that I've used on this whole thing so far. Again, get our edges down. And this stuff dries clear, so if a little bit did happen to peek out on the sides, it wouldn't be too noticeable. Here's a little bit back here. I can just... Fine. That's one of the Thunder tracks completed there. And just to show you what it'll look like, it'll be this. And see this little notch right here? Kind of that little cutout. Lines up with this slot back here. And that's going to look really sick once that's all together. And then it looks like, I think what we're going to do is we're going to glue up the side here and get that on. We'll see. Maybe I'll leave it off. Who knows? But that's 2 pieces done so far. Let's keep moving. So I'm going to show you one of the murder paws. It'll be one of like the front track pieces. And then I will shut the camera off and get the other side done. And we'll get it assembled. So that's what that piece looks like. These are like the kind of like the claws. But let's just go ahead and get everything folded up here. Same as we've done before. And I really do like the perforated lines. I think those help quite a bit. Makes this go really fast, and it makes me feel like I'm an expert folder, even though I'm literally just folding dotted perforated lines already. There we go. So I think we're going to do the same thing here. Get the box closed up and then tack the ends down. Oh yeah, that's going to look so cool. And I got the tracks on the bottom. He didn't skimp on this. If the bottom, if you ever pick this thing up, you're actually going to see the tracks. And it's going to look super cool. Alright, so we're going to get this one end here. This is pretty much just like this guy here, just on a smaller scale. So I don't think this will be too bad. I kind of think we're becoming pro at this. And what I've done here is I've got my finger on the inside pushing up against that tab. So I kind of give it a little bit of pressure. Spread that glue out. Get it all to stick. There we go. Do up that end there like that. This one done like that. So what I'm doing here is I'm just pulling these out just a little bit. So when I push this down, the tabs can kind of push back against it just a little bit. And hopefully get us a little bit better stick. There we go. And again, all we have to do here, just push it down against the table here. Sick. I think I went in just a little bit too far on this bottom tab. This corner is kinda rough. But I think I'll live. Just got the front of the pot to do. And we're just about done with this project. There we go. Get those edges pressed down there. Try to get it to stick best we can. There we go. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll be pretty dang good. So, just to show you what one half is going to look like when it's all put together, and luckily somehow we miraculously did two from the same side, and it'll look something kind of like that. That's coming together really well. I'm excited to see what this fully looks like. It's really hard to balance this thing on one side, but that gives you some rough idea there. So I'm going to go ahead and shut off the camera now and get the other side done, and then we will put it all together. Alright, so all I have left to get together is the Extreme Mohawk right here, and just like everything else, pretty simple stuff, I think. Just get all these folds done here. Over there. One there, one there, one there. And it looks like this just kind of makes a nice and easy little trapezoidal looking thing. Open bottom, got some tabs, and that will actually let us kind of fill in where we want on the top there. So let's go ahead and get this done. And I guess it doesn't fully matter which way we go here, so let's just go ahead and do this side here. Got the other track and paw done. Went a little bit quicker than the first half. I didn't time lapse it or anything. I thought about it. And then I just did not do that. So sorry if anyone really wanted to see me do everything twice. Just watch the video again. It's a joke, by the way. So just like we have before, we're just going to push everything down here. And I get the advantage of being able to get my fingers right in there, right on that tab. So we get that first one done up real nice. Let's get this other half done. This guy here, fold it in just a little bit. And again, I've just been trying to get a nice light coating on there with this glue. Like, I'm not trying to glob it on or get it to seep out any of the sides or anything. I just need it to hold some paper together. That's about it. Nothing too strenuous here. That's why I didn't go with like a Gorilla Glue or super glue even. I thought about using some super glue, but that would go way too fast. And I don't know what it would do to the paper. So I figured I'd go with some glue actually meant for paper that's going to hold up really well. And that's why, again, you know, I went with something like this over just regular white school glue or a glue stick or anything like that. I'm sure those would work fine. But this one gives me good control that I wanted and is making this go really smoothly. Got these last two tabs in here. On the other side, some more glue on there. Gotta let it fill up and drop back since I store this upside down. Get both those tabs done up. Yeah, this is, you know, for my first Papercraft project, I'm actually really enjoying this. I've gotten a few before with different games, you know, like little collector's sets or something. And I've just never done them. I don't know what kind of process he used to print on these, on this thick cardstock here, but it's holding up really well. Like, I've been getting glue on it, and I'm able to wipe the glue off, actually have it kind of, you know, crumble up on itself, or however you want to say that. Like, you know how erasers do? Like here, like say I'm getting some on my fingers and I'm able to roll it off into little bits of gunk and goop and whatnot. I'm able to do the same thing with the glue, and it's not taking the ink with it. So this is, I think, some pretty decent ink on there. Get that pressed down really well. I'm getting it all over my fingers. This whole project really smooth till right here at the end. So I'm going to put the glue away for now, and I just want to show you everything stuck together in its current state. So we got our body there. So this is supposed to go somewhere on the top here, and I don't know if I'm supposed to shove it all the way to the front or kind of find a happy medium right in the middle there. I actually think that's what I'm supposed to be doing. But that's how that looks on there. We'll put that on last. Got our paws. Go on the front here. Again, I don't know if I want to glue this together. Maybe I'll grab some tacky putty. That go in. But this is essentially what this is going to look like. And I think that is really freaking sick. So there's our finished product. And here's what the picture looks like. I would say that's pretty close. I see the tattoo that they were talking about in the extreme manual right there in the close side of the screen there. Right up in there. Matching that tattoo there. Got the eyes on the front. Right there. And then you got the 4 up there. I guess that's a mohawk and not the actual face. But there's that is back there. Everything lines up really well. I think it looks really sick. It's a little bit bigger than I was thinking too. Like, I thought it was going to be, you know, just a tiny little thing. So there are 2 things that I did forget to do. We didn't get the driver assembled. This guy right up here is just a little one piece. It looks like it's just a fold in half and you're done. So I didn't take that one out yet. And I also didn't take out the game logo right there. I don't know if those go together or something, or if this just is kind of like a little backdrop piece, which I think it might be. Same with the driver. I think the driver maybe just folds down into a little triangle, but I'm not too worried about it. This was the main thing that I wanted to do here, and I think it turned out really well. And I'll be taking some pictures of it and all of that fun stuff. And it should be pretty good. Again, if you guys want to make your own, just make sure to go to toppynoppy.etsy.com. Pick up your own Thundremoar Mutant Death Truck paper model kit. And there is the other one too, the green one, and I believe there's a purple one too. So if you want to check all those out, toppynoppy.etsy.com. Link is going to be down in the description below. Go and pick one up and make your own little character from Mutant Gangland. Real easy to do. This took me maybe an hour or so, if even that. Just make sure you get some really nice glue and take your time with it. Don't rush it if you don't have to. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions on anything, let me know in the comments down below. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Have a good night, everybody.